that scared me. We literally just talked about that. Hi y'all, Jordan, welcome, come in. Hey MTV, welcome to my crib. Come, you're letting the cold air out, like for real. Hi, my name is Jordan Blackwell. I'm an artist from Oconee County. I go to UGA. I'm a jewelry and metalworks major, and I make jewelry. My artist origin story was back in good old elementary school, and there was a girl, Anna Cobb. If you're out there, Anna, you know, props to you. I hope you're doing well. But she was better than me at drawing stick figures. And so I went home and I just practiced, and I drew those little triangle bodies and those little round heads, and I was just on a like roll with it. So I usually would tell people when I was in high school that my artist origin story is out of spite, the spite to become better than somebody else. And I think I carried that with me like all the way till I was in high school, and I realized that there are so many people who are better than me, and there will always be so many people who are better than me. And if my driving force is to be the best, then I will never be enough. It will never happen. So like there was a good, I think year and a half after I graduated from high school where I just didn't draw. I was like burnt out on it. I just like, the reason behind it was gone. I looked at everybody else around me and was like, I'll never be as good. So I stopped. But that's not how you get better. You have to get better from like practicing and sucking and being really kind of shitty at first. And then I did political science, pre-law for a while. And I realized I hate to study. I'm not going to do my homework, so I don't want to do that unless it's like something I really want to do. I'm not going to do it. So I changed my major to jewelry and metalwork. And now I make jewelry. Oh, sorry, camera. So I have these fruits that I've done. This is a little lime earring, and this is a strawberry, and these are just some like beaded stuff. But I'm really excited to like keep learning at UGA and take this casting and enameling class next semester, so I'll be able to make lots of different little charms. I'm planning on making lots of like fruits, have like a fruit salad necklace. Little Wiggles fan moment. Some prints from friends and foes. No, I'm just kidding. Just friends. Some more art from my drawing one class. This was a person I met on Tinder once. I never met them. I was just like, oh, I'm gonna draw this picture in your profile, and I'm sure it scared them off. But I feel like I'm a self-described like multi-disciplinary artist. I mostly did like watercolor and pen sketches growing up, and then I moved on to like doing some acrylic, and then after that I did gouache, and I really loved gouache. I loved how you could layer it, but it was still like changeable. It's just very fun medium. It's like the love child between watercolor and acrylic, if you don't know what gouache is, but a lot of like illustrators use it. Oh, I crochet. I make clothes. I make jewelry. Duh. That's like kind of my main thing right now. I'm teaching myself how to play bass, so that's really fun. That's like art and music. Well, I wasn't born now, I was born later. Couldn't find wheels, I wasn't a skater. Then I went around the track, I went spiraling, hit my knee, now I am dying. I'm not for you, I'm for me. I'm not for you, I'm for me. Do it again. Yeah, just like different sculptures, different like found object stuff. Lots of like recycling and bugs and skulls and stuff like that, and rocks and trash that friends find and give to me. Those are my favorites to like use as materials. So you're gonna want to get, this is where the bugs live. And another really fun one. This is a bird skull on a deer skull. My environment impacts my art just because nothing exists in a vacuum. Everything is inspired by something else. If you were the only thing there, there would be nothing to bounce off of. So living out here in the country especially, I'm more drawn to like the bugs that I literally walk across and like can pick up because they're here and it's really hot and the bugs are dying. Or the frogs that are like flattened in the road that cars have run over. Or like the deer that got hit in front of my house. So I cleaned the bones and stuff. This is my desk where I do a lot of my art and work. This is enamel. This is Temperance of the tarot deck. I got this little baby from my friend. Spicy hot pickle, Cat Woodard. It's so freaking cute. Here, I painted a little cup to hide in there. If you look at the right angle, it's one of those things. Oh, I think we were talking about in the coffee shop, like social media and being a consumer versus being a creator. And if you're only taking stuff in, it is taking from you because nothing is free. Whatever you're giving your time and your energy to, it's earning that thing money or energy or karmic, whatever, like whatever you believe in, you're giving your mojo, your shit to it. So it's like, you have to continue that cycle. If it's just this, you're going to have nothing left. It's got to be, all right, now I'm taking something from you. I'm taking inspiration from you. I'm creating something with my hands. I'm giving you something back since I took, it's just got to be like, the cycle. This is part of my prized possession clown suit that I got at the thrift store for $9. This is my Lemon Demon helmet. I made it so it would fit on my head. Da, 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 da. I made it from putting hot glue on parchment paper because hot glue does not stick to wax. I freaking love clowns. My grandma collected clowns and I was so jealous of my brother because he got to stay in the clown room and I didn't, and I couldn't tell them that because Charlie would complain. He'd be like, I'm so scared, I don't want to sleep in there. So I didn't want to be like, actually I think it's cool. Also, my mom was very scared of clowns, like very, very afraid. I feel like everybody wants to do something that their parents don't like, right? Just a little bit, just as like a rebellion. And like, what a better rebellion than wanting to be a clown. All my really beautiful clown pieces are from my grandmother. So I'm like, if I'm not appreciating this, and hello, Martine, if I'm not appreciating this, then like nobody will because everybody's scared of it in my family. So it's like, is it going to live in a box or is it going to live on a shelf to be appreciated? There's too many cool things in boxes. Just the way clowns can elicit feelings of like love and joy and also fear is just, ooh, dichotomy. Ooh, so much to get there.
I'm telling you, you have to keep going.
Fuck, you bring me out here.
I'm done with you being so scared. If we just keep going, we'll be able to find it.
Wait, did you hear that?
What? Did you hear what?
Dude, I swear. Yo, give me a light.
It's the Joker baby!
For me, a moment that I feel like my art is evolving is every time I get a new sketchbook, I do a new self-portrait. So I feel like all of my self-portraits are like markers in points where I feel like I'm starting to understand something better about the way light works or the way color works or the way that like I'm tricking your eyes and your brain to see it in a certain way. I really feel like my two favorite self-portraits are behind me, and then I keep a mirror too. Because that way when I stand at the right spot with my height, it's just three of me, and there's something holy about a trinity or some shit. I don't know. Some artwork that I've done. This was in my drawing 1 class. This is from Prettiest Lobster. This is from Sad Frog Studios. It's a necklace I'm selling later. UGA in Athens is for coming and learning and opening up yourself to supporting other people and being supported by other people. A lot of folks try to come into college and do this thing alone, and then they get really depressed, and then they get really confused why they're really depressed. And it's like, did you build your community? Do you feel loved by your community? Did you take advantage to all of the people who want you around? And sometimes it's hard to like open your eyes and see that like people want you and they're excited to see you and shit, but like they are, and you gotta make friends and let yourself out there and do a little dance at the party and all that stuff.
And now just like Like you're waiting for a sail ship to return and someone you love is on it.
Should I light a sparkler and just hold it?
That would be crazy.
Alright. I think if you're asking me if I'm Pinterest board style inspo, yes. Yes, I am. I want people to have fun and dress fun and feel comfortable. And that's why I make jewelry, because I want people to feel pretty. People get kind of confused and shocked and how do I wear this necklace? Or this necklace is so much, it's kind of overwhelming. And I'm like, you just put a shirt on, put a pair of pants on, you wear a little dress, you can do whatever you want. Style it up however it feels right. I don't know. Don't overthink it. Form versus function. I feel like function wins every time for me. I like to be really visible. So when a car goes by, it won't hit me. So that's why I dye my hair really bright and my jewelry sparkles, really shiny. Like a deer in a headlight, but reverse. I would not like to be hit. I feel like there is a signaling in what you wear and what people are going to make assumptions about you. Everybody wants to joke about the red-headed lib who's a diehard SJW, shit like that. And I think there's a lot more nuance now more than ever with what your opinions are and what you look like. Because you really shouldn't judge what somebody thinks based on what they're wearing. But I know you're going to. So it's I'm going to try to be extra nice and stuff because I know I look a little crazy. I know it's probably going to turn people off and be like, she on something? Or is she thinks she's full of herself? Because I've heard this from people before. I feel like a lot of people come up to me and they're like, I like your hair. And I get to tell them, thanks, I do it myself. Or I like your jewelry. Thanks, I made it myself. Then you get dialogue going and then you get someone saying, oh, I could never do that. And I'm like, why did you just limit yourself right there? Why did you say you could never do that? So then I get to have that moment with someone else where I get to go, wake up. You are capable. You can do whatever you want. Stop it. Stop limiting yourself. You're so silly. You silly little thing. And they go, you're crazy, stranger in the road. Stop hitting me in the face. As someone who likes to tell people to go beyond their limits, I too have limits. And my limits are not typically in the realm of creativity or what I'm inspired by, but it's motivation a lot of the times for me. The getting up, the setting everything up, the playing with it. I feel like that's why a lot of the times I keep my stuff out and visible, so it's I can easily grab it if I'm feeling inspired and I really want to do something. The inspiration and motivation peaks are different, and when they overlap is when creation occurs, but sometimes they don't. So sometimes you're really motivated and you have absolutely no idea what you want to make, so you're scrolling Pinterest and then your motivation dwindles. Sometimes you're really creative and you have really great idea, but you just don't want to get up and stop scrolling on Instagram. So it's making them meet in the middle somewhere and becoming trying to figure out what motivates you or how. And for me, honestly, just playing some loud music, playing some girl talk, random beats and stuff, just constantly. I'm all right, the sound's on, I'm moving. I'm a character in the background of a TikTok. I'm the BTS reel. I'm in the slice of life anime right now. It's whatever you can do to trick yourself into making it happen, into making those hands freaking get going. Sorry, these are addresses my friends have sent me mail before. This was a piece that some kids gave to me at a market. My Misfit market, I think it was the second one we did. We had a love letter time machine and they just drew this and they gave it to me. And these are my market posters, so you get a shot of that. Maybe I'll cover that address too. Whatever. Psych. My commissions are not open. Stop DMing me, y'all. But for real, unless I know you like that and you've got a really good idea, you need to learn how to draw it yourself. I'm so sorry. But yes, if you want jewelry though, you can definitely buy my jewelry. But if you sell stuff and you would like to come set up a table, I do have a market that I run with my friend Farida and my friend Blake and some other really cool folks. It's called Misfit Merchant. Misfit_merchant on Instagram. Welcome. Welcome to Misfit Merchant Market. I'm so tired, y'all. I've been doing this all day. I sold out of my jewelry, so that was good. Misfit Merchant Market is all about keeping low cost for vendors and artisans. So we do a sliding donation, like vendor fee, because there's been a big trend of $100 plus vendor fees for like hanging out with people, and that's so weird. The goal for the market is to make it like fund itself, and I think we're closer than ever to achieving that goal because people are so willing to give to be here, so it's very sweet. We do a clothing drive and swap as well, so you can bring whatever clothes you don't want to Misfit Merchant and rummage through everybody's stuff. Take whatever you want. It's freaking free. It's a community closet basically. So my Instagram is impolite or I'm polite, whatever, however you're feeling about me that day. And it should be IMPOLIITE. So.